It's amazing what comes from clay.
Holding on to Mother Earth is what you want. Keeping the tradition alive and making pottery, I mean, that's what we were brought up from. Our ancestors were the ones that started making pottery. It was passed down from generation to generation, you know. My ancestors used to make cups themselves, pitchers, water olas, you know, just to carry, you know, drinking water. You're getting it from the spring. What it does is it purifies it, and it makes it taste like when it snows or when it rains and you smell that aroma. I have to get it like a powder form. I guess it does really take some part of you, of your heart and soul when you make a pot. When I'm making a new pot, you know, I think about my parents, my mother. Sometimes when you get the clay, you know, I tell myself, I say, oh, please, Mother, you know, help me make a new pot. You know, make me work as fast as I can. You know, you're always asking for that prayer for, you know, help and guidance. I actually learned from some of the elders that used to live up here. When I was growing up here on Acoma, the village of Sky City, I would go and watch them actually make pottery. I came back and asked my mother, you know, can you show me how to make pottery? So my mother and my father were the ones that, you know, really inspired me and said, you know, okay, we'll show you how to do potteries. She really told us, you know, Mother Earth is here, you know, to show you. Well, I think the clay has its mind of its own, you know. Sometimes we coil the pottery up, and then sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate with us. Sometimes it'll have cracks along the side. Sometimes the pot won't stay up, and it'll just cave in. You know, some of the times when that happens, you know, we always think back, you know, what did I do wrong, you know? Did I add enough pottery shards? Did I add enough water, or did I add too much water? Sometimes I have pots that will cave in, but, you know, it doesn't stop me there. What always drags me back is the way the clay feels. Mixing paint, grinding clay. When my aunts on the Chino side, Marie, they say, you have a talent, you know, just keep going, never stop, don't give up. Some of the designs stay in the families. You say like the Kiva Step designs, black and white. Mostly black and white were done, you know, by my grandma Marie Chino, and then she started adding, you know, a little bit of orange in it. Most of the time it was clouds, the sun, Mother Earth, which is the whole pottery itself. We all here on Acoma pray for rain. Yeah, this is the old style design. It's a rainbow, and then the insides are cornfields. Anything that has squares are cornfields. This is considered as a rainbow. So when after it rains, then it shines over the cornfields. And it's just like saying, let me write a letter. I'm gonna draw a painting on my pottery. So that's my letter to Mother Earth or to the clouds to bring rain here. A lot of it is mainly a journey to life, like Tularosa designs. The reason why they did a Tularosa is when they started migrating from pueblo to pueblo, from trying to find a house. When I sell pottery, my pottery is actually migrating, different places. My pottery is probably overseas by now. My girls are going to be the ones to carry on the tradition of me making pottery, of how my mother taught me, of how I actually went to go see my aunts, my grandmas make pottery. Those are stuff that inspire you to keep going, to keep moving your tradition. I inspire my girls by making painting, telling them, what the design really means, what the pottery they make really means, So if they do get inspired and then we pass it on, then I'm actually doing my job by passing on the tradition. It's really quite amazing, what comes out of a piece of clay, a piece of rock. I see peacefulness. Because when you come up here to Acoma, it is peaceful. It's quiet. And when you look at pottery, you say like, boy, I see peacefulness in this pottery. It's a gift, peaceful gift. So